Alright, welcome back to Dispatch Appalach. I'm your host, Hector Delgado. Phone's killing me. Um, I'm gonna have to get another tripod, man. If I'm gonna, it'll just make life easier. Trying to fuck with this rubber band setup bullshit is just hassle. Um, okay, so this is like take three. Um, it is confirmed Monday, July 27th, about 20 after 7 now. I am getting chewed up today, last night, this morning. Um, I was reading comments and someone called them midge flies, midges, and I'm not sure that maybe that's what these tiny little gnat things are. I've heard, I heard biting flies, I've heard black flies, excuse me, and it's never clear, like, are they talking about the same, are those different names for the same bugs or whatever, And midge is another one that it's something I gotta look up, and something I should probably write about. I've been already, you know, trying to brainstorm all these topics that I want to cover, and the bugs will be one of them. So I'm gonna start trying to keep uh, notes on not just like what articles I want to write, but questions to go in those articles. Once I find an expert or something, I figure I can start trying to mine for experts that when I do start that I'll work for people at the closest universities, that will have presumably more expertise with the local wildlife and whatnot. Um, man, they're bad here. Well, I almost had a bug spray, and I'm not sure how much the bug spray even really helps against these bugs. I think it helps some. If I, yeah, I'm gonna run out though. I'm totally spaced. I'm getting some before I left town, but it's okay. It'll work out. Everything will be fine. It's just stings. It's not that. It's not even as bad. I think I got stung by a sweat bee for the first time yesterday. I leaned back into that sweet ass folding chair that they had at the shelter. Um, Something got me on the back. I don't think I've been stung by a sweat bee since I was a kid. It's very, I sort of, I don't stop seeing them as much in, I remember getting stung all the time when I was like 10. Um, but living out on the farm, last few years, where you'd think you'd see them, not as many. Anyway, thinking about a lot of shit. Uh, I'm I sort of have a different perspective about everything now because I've got this project in mind, like it occurs to me I might have a new audience watching since this shit's going on YouTube now. I mean, potentially, So, like, how much shit do I need to cover again, Because there are a lot of routines. Like, I've looked at the map for what kind of climb I've got today, and it's well established by now that uh, after a visit to town or in a resupply, the nature of being on a road and near a town means that you're at a lower elevation, which means you're packing a heavier pack way back up to elevation, And yeah, Virginia's more subdued um, on the whole, but today will be a pretty healthy climb. I only had to go. I came up like 1,000 feet. I don't know. It was pretty fucking low. I didn't come up 1,000 feet. I came to 1,000 feet, but it was low, like 600, I think, in town in Glasgow, which is maybe as low as I've been. I still need to check that out. Might be as low as I've been in a long time anyway. Yeah, it's less than two. It's 1.7 miles to get here. And this place is great. I got it. I had it to myself. The shelter is in good shape. It's painted brown. The Natural Bridge Club probably, because people wrote criticisms on the rafters or whatever, the posts, the shelters for the where Roanoke ATC uh, maintain things, and someone wrote like, I noticed that you paint over things people write, and yeah, you could see like stuff, and I guess I kind of get why you do that, but at the same time, it's partly a journal entry for the cabin, itself, the shelter itself. Um, but this place is brown, so you wouldn't waste your ink on it probably. Um, and it didn't look like there were any fresh carvings. All the carvings people have done in the past were painted into and over. Let's see. I don't know if I might need a couple more smokes. What time do we have? Okay, gotta keep an eye on the time. It's okay if I record multiple parts, but I'm gonna keep them under 15 minutes so I can upload them to YouTube. So yeah, glance at the map. I'm going up like 14 and 2 miles, which is I'm starting to. I still haven't decided, but I'm starting to think I prefer a steeper but shorter climb. I don't know. I think it's better just to get it over with. Um, Come on, y'all, quit biting me. Um, I've Yeah, going up 14 to around 24, and then up to a 29, and then up to a 33, and then back down to a 24 where the next shelter is. That's my destination because that's the only next place. This is the closest place to get water is it's 8.8 away. And like there's not even like somewhere to stop for lunch and to get water. That's the next fucking closest place. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna need a few more here. And I'm pretty far behind everybody who the names of previous hikers that I recognize. One of them's Water Sage, and I'm looking to these people for water advice, and so it's funny that it's apropos, I guess, that's somebody's trail name or screen name. Um, um, it doesn't look like a great option either, and there's supposed to be like a pond which makes the flies worse. But I hope they're not any worse than this place because they're pretty fucking bad here. It's roughly the same elevation. I feel like maybe it's not as bad up high because consistently for a long time, like the bugs wouldn't. For a long time, I wouldn't get them messing with me on my hike until like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. They'd start. That's when they'd show up and buzz around in my eyes and ears and really annoy the shit out of me. Land on my glasses. It's so annoying. Um, and these little guys, they don't make any noise, man. You don't hear them, but they bite. You barely even see them. They sting. Those other things don't really sting. They just annoy. They might get in your ear. And when it's that bad, I've usually got my scarf bandana thing on over my ears. It's been really handy for that. That thing, it's so much. I mean, I'm still a bandana guy. I still got bandanas out the ass. I use them everywhere all the time. It's still one of the big five, big six now. I wouldn't go anywhere without. An everyday carry, they call that. Uh, um, yeah, that thing's super handy. That sleeve, scarf, bandana, slash. I don't know what you call that fucking thing. And the boots I use are Merrell's. The first time I heard of Merrell was because they had swag. My girlfriend got she was catering some event years ago, something like that. Um, but she got one of those that was just branded for Merrell, that I think she wore in the kitchen. Um, at any rate, I've been thinking about merch or swag rather, not swag, swag. For Flat Spot, Flat Spot magazine, and I wanted to say, me, you always find your flat spot. And I think I want to use a taijutsu, the yin yang symbol, as the O in Flat Spot. I don't think it's copyrighted, is it? Is the taijutsu copyrighted? Public domain, right? Did I tell you? I did look up. I know it's premature, but I looked up how much trademarks might run, and it could be like 250 to 350, depending on certain things, which isn't too bad. I mean, you might have to renew it occasionally. I'm not certain. I just kind of glance. It's early to be thinking about shit like that, but at any rate, where are we at now? 12. Um, Anyway, yeah, it's a great spot. The Privy's huge. It's like handicap accessible. There's two big bars, you know, around the toilet. It's big in there. It's got a cool door, a cool latch, pit style, that with where they can empty the vault from time to time. Giant corrugated pipe. I think that's how they do it. You put a hose up there and suck it out. But I don't know. I wonder what kind of. I suppose there's got to be like a motorized thing that self-propelled, like the DRT we used on the farm. If that's what it's called, DRT. I called it a push hog, but like a tiller, where it's self-propelled. You just kind of guide it. It's still tough. I got tennis elbow from that fucking thing because the throttle was on the left side. I'm right-handed, as are 90% of them fucking people. I don't know why you'd put a fucking throttle on the left side of anything. I mean, I hate it for my left-handed people. My sister's left-handed. My buddy DW is left-handed. My buddy CH is left-handed. It sucks, and he's ginger too. And so is DW. 1 in 100 people are gingers. 1 in 10 people are left-handers. I think that's right. 1 in 100. That may be like Caucasians. That may not just be people. I mean, out of the whole Earth's population, that might just be white folks. Pale white folks. I'm not sure. I can't remember. One of the very first podcasts that got me into podcasting was how redheads work. We're almost at time, so you always find your flat spot.